Yo, alright, I'm low-key starting to think about, quitting before I've even started because I just did this whole thing and my mic wasn't even on, I think it might be time to just quit, you know, but, first pick, I got Ottawa Gautier, by knockout. I think I could also break Ottawa Gautier. Obviously, Ottawa Gautier by knockout, but I think I could also break Ottawa Gautier just by probably wrestling him, probably grabbing him and slamming him. On some light stuff though. Like I'm obviously not gonna do too much because I don't want to cause a scene, but I obviously think I could break Ottawa Gautier and yeah, but that's on some nonchalant stuff though. Yo, what? Alright, then we got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Davison Figueiredo. I think I really got Davis. I'm joking. I got Umar Nurmagomedov, Khabib's cousin. Probably a part of a crypto scam. He's probably doing a crypto scam as we speak. Fight week. You know, but no, there's nothing wrong with that because as long as you get that bread, that's a plus factor. That's a good thing. You know, always always try to get that bread. Whether you have to scam innocent people, whether you have to lose your identity. Always get that bread. Always get that bread. Then we got Natalia Silva versus Rose. I mean, I also wait before I forgot. I think I would break Umar Nurmagomedov just by simply reporting to the police that he's doing like just scams in general. Alright, Rose Namajunas, Aura, 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 Aura. You know, Gene Silva. To be honest, I think Gene Silva knocks him out because he's just you know playing a fake autistic role. Arnold gets knocked out. He gets knocked out probably in the second round, or he probably gets Bryce Mitchell submitted. Like like that's what we Brazilians bring to the table. Like that's what we Brazilians bring to the table. That's what we just do every day. We submit people. We're black belts. We do this every day. Like I'm not even joking. Not even on some funny stuff. We really do that every single day of the year. Tuesdays, Fridays, and Thursdays. We submit people. We Brazilians are built different. We Brazilians fight. So I think my goat, John Silva. People hate on him for no reason. Like nobody can stop him, bro. Except Diego Lopez, which Diego Lopez is a fraud. He's a fake. He's a fake Mexican, bro. Like, how are you faking being another from another country? Like how are you LARPing being from another country? Like you're not real, bro. You know. But I think we need to get Kyson at versus John Silva here. Like KSI, he's gonna take back-to-back fights, but I think Kyson at knocks him out. Nah, or we could really have Diego Lopez versus Kyson Nat. We could like see who's the better LARPer. Obviously I think Kyson Nat would knock him out in round two. Kyson Nat's build is crazy. Not gonna lie. Alright, but Derek Lewis versus Walter Cortez Acosta. You know, Big X the plug is winning this, bro. Like Derek Lewis is winning this probably by, like, I'll say probably by submission. Derek Lewis is gonna break to the ground and submit him. Because of that. But that's some nonchalant stuff. Like Derek Lewis could really submit all of us. He is a core belt in BJJ. You know, he basically created BJJ. Like, but like, he didn't want to tell everybody, obviously, because they gonna start glazing, and you don't want nobody to start glazing. Like, I'm not even gonna try to lie to you. Like, I'm not gonna lie. like Derek Lewis by knockout, you know. And Waldo Cortez Acosta, like he's really not that good, you know. I feel like I feel like he's just an average blob heavyweight versus the blob heavyweight, the fat heavyweight, you know. He's been not like bro, like this is the guy who's beating Francis Ngannou. So you're basically saying Francis Ngannou would lose to Waldo Cortez Acosta. Like we're using MMA math here, like you know we got to use MMA math, you know. But we know that Derek Lewis is beating Francis Ngannou, you know. So if he's beating prime Francis Ngannou, what is he gonna do to Waldo Cortez Acosta? You know, he basically knocked out prime Francis Ngannou. You know, that's all I'm talking about. That's my go, Derek Lewis. Basically knocked out. All right, Sean O'Malley, the GOAT himself, with rainbow hair. You know, I think he's had 3 UFC embedded segments. You know, that's that's for champions, bro. He's a champion right there for having 3 UFC embedded segments. Nobody can do it like him. Nobody, nobody else on the planet Earth could have had all those UFC embedded segments. Nobody on the planet Earth, I say, Earth. Like he put in that work getting those UFC embedded segments. You know, Song Yadong probably training right now. Well, Sean O'Malley's doing another UFC embedded segment. You know, that's the type of, or you just gotta have, you know, like I feel like I'm talking like Alexander Pantoja with all these you know, but you know, and if he doesn't lose, you know, him versus Kenyon Taba at flyweight, yeah, like both of them drained, no rehydration, and Zuffa boxing. That's what we need if he loses. And Song Yadong, you know, say Song Yadong, pretty cool, pretty amazing guy, pretty nice guy. But I think I could also knock out Song Yadong. All right, Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. If you pick Paddy Pimblett, just get ready to lose your money. Just get ready to lose everything. Why would you pick Paddy Pimblett? He's the same guy that's playing victim against Dan Hooker when he's like, you know, Miss Hooker's nice, you know, like man, Miss Hooker's nice, like bro, we heard what you said. Dan Hooker versus Paddy Pimblett. Next matchup after Paddy Pimblett loses. But we all know the UFC. You know, Dan Hooker is obviously not gonna fight Paddy Pimblett because UFC. It's corny, bro. Like, but I really think Justin Gaethje's probably gonna knock him out. But even if Justin Gaethje loses this, Paddy Pimblett is bound to get knocked out either by Justin Gaethje or Elias Poirier. It's just like, when do you really want to get knocked out? Like, do you really want to prolong it? If I'm him, I'm just giving Justin Gaethje my chin, letting him touch up on my chin, you know, because I feel like Elias Poirier is gonna be worse, you know, like you're gonna have this man sipping imaginary tea in front of you, while Justin Gaethje is just gonna do like a couple backflips, you know. And I mean, it's really just who's gonna get what the title is the who's gonna get knocked out by Ilia Topuria title. Like they're lucky Top Toro is doing something right now. The big Top Toro will come back, knock them out, then go fight the big Chev on the Paramount Plus on the not on the White House card, and then become the triple champion. Then he's gonna retire. Then go to Zuffa boxing, and then him versus Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford gonna come back from retirement. He's probably gonna knock out Terrence Crawford in the first round. But that's just my opinion on Elite Poirier. But back to the Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. I think Justin Gaethje knocks him out probably third round. I think third round he's gonna start to gas, but he's not gonna fully gas. Like this dude vapes, bro. Like can't get any worse, bro. Like talking about a UFC embedded. I think my cardio is my biggest factor. Bro, your cardio is not good, bro. Your lungs are black. Justin Gaethje's a GOAT. I mean, Justin Gaethje probably does smoke too, but Justin Gaethje just does it cooler. But I'm not a real big fan of both these guys. I'm a real, obviously, like, Max Holloway fan, you know. Like, wait, I'm almost done. Um, uh, BMF, that's Max Holloway. We're gonna knock out Charles Oliveira, I think March 7th. But, well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'll really be surprised if Paddy Pimblett wins. If Paddy Pimblett wins, I mean, it's gonna be a hard case because a lot of people are gonna say, "Yo, he beat a Wash Gaethje," but no. If Paddy Pimblett wins, I'm giving him his props. That doesn't mean I like him. I'm giving him his props. I'm gonna say he's a all right fighter, but also Top Toro comes, knocks him out, and after that, Top Toro knocks out Arman. Yeah, maybe after Arman gets like 5 more wins because that's how Dana White moves. But out of all these picks, I'm least confident on probably. To be honest, I'm confident on all these picks. Like, I think like you could hop on like I can bet all my 0 subscribers that I, I, on all my subscribers' life this is gonna hit. But that's basically it. God bless. And I'm out. Hopefully this hits. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go 7 out of 7. You know. Also, like the video, comment, subscribe, or don't do that. Maybe just be a fat chud that doesn't want to do any of that, which is terrible. Like, come on, bro. You got to do all of it. But God bless.